second kind of statement are declarative statement or declaration statement. In last example, we declare a storage by using a statement DS. Now, if we have to declare a storage, then it is declared by using a syntax DS. And if we have to declare a constant, then declare by using the syntax DC. Now see here the declarative statement or declaration statement. It is possible to declare a statement by using two ways. First by using a DS and second by using a DC. So what is the difference between these both? The syntax of DS, that becomes first you have to specify a label. It's a optional part, and after that DS, and then you specify some constant value. Suppose we use here a DS1. Now here what happens? A DS1. Now DS means what first? DS means what? Declare storage. DS means what? Declare storage. And DC means what? Declare constant. What is the difference between both? DS is for declaring a storage and DC is used for declaring a constant. Now here, if we are using the first option, we declare a storage like this, ADS1, means the label is given as A, then after that DS, and then constant we specify as 1. Means what this statement suggests? DS means what? Declare storage. Means for A, one memory word is reserved. Means for A, one memory word is reserved. Means declare storage. Another example, suppose A DS 200. Now here what happens? For A, how many words are reserved? 200. Means declaring storage. For A, 200 memory words are reserved. Now here the A is label is given to the first word of this 200 memory word. Okay, if we are considering only ADS1, only one word is reserved there having name A, and if we are using ADS200, then here a block of 200 memory word is reserved. A block of 200 memory word is reserved having the first word name A. Means having the first word name A, and if we have to access the sixth memory word of this block, then how we access this? The first memory word is accessed by using only A, and if we have to access a sixth memory word of this block, then we access it by using the offset A plus 5. Means A plus 5. Means here the displacement 5 is used to access the sixth memory word of this block of 200 memory word. Means in this way we declare the storage. And the second way becomes label DC and then value. It's for declare constant. DS for declare storage and DC for declare constant. Suppose here we write A, DC and 1. Now what is the difference between these both? Here A, DS, 1. Here only one memory word is reserved having name A. But here A, DC, 1. This 1 becomes a constant which is contained in the word A. In A, one constant is present there. Otherwise A, DC, 5. In this case A, DC, 5. 5 value contains in the label A. 5 is the value which present in the label A, means for declaring constant. In this way we specify the constant in assembly language programming. But if we are considering the programming language, and if we compare the programming language with our assembly language, then the assembly language does not perform well as like programming language in case of constant. So to handle that one, the assembly language provide two facilities. assembly language provide two facilities for declaring a constant. Means considering that suppose you are using here a statement ADC5, okay, means A is a label where 5 is value present there. But if such type of statement is occur there, suppose move M BREG comma A, means in this case what happen, if BREG contains value 20, then move to memory value 20 to A. So means in place of A where 5 value is stored, it is replaced by the value which contain in B register. So it not pertain the constant value. It's not contain the constant value. So we say that we are not safe to use a constant here. So for that purpose, the assembly language provide two ways to specify the constant. The first way to use a constant as by using the immediate operand, and second way to use a constant is by using a literal. Okay, two ways are provided to declare a constant. First way is by using a immediate operand, and second way by using a literal. So what is the difference between both? If we have to specify the immediate operand, then simply we are giving the register value comma and then operand value will be specified there. Means constant value will be specified there. Means here 5 is considered as a constant value. Now after that, here if we are using the immediate operand concept, then some special addressing mode is required here. For using the immediate operand, some special addressing modes are required. But in our hypothetical machine, it's not possible for us to use that special addressing mode. So by using our hypothetical machine, we are not declaring constant by using this immediate operand. Okay. Then after that, the second way is by using a literal. Then how we specify the literal? The literal specify by using the syntax equal to and then value. Equal to and then value. Means here add arg comma equal to 5. Means here what happen? 5 becomes a constant. And how we differ it with the general constant? Because it is preceded with a sign equal to. Means it indicates that it's a literal value. Now this statement is same like add dc @5 and @5 add arg comma @5 dc and 5. Means it is same like this one. But if we are using directly a constant by using this way, means suppose add dc and 5, there is a possibility to change this value because this memory address is known to programmer. But if we are using the literal, in that case we are giving the statement add arg equal to 5. So internally this statement is handled like this, means add arg comma @5. This is a address which is generated by the assembler whose address does not know to programmer. So there is not a possibility to to change the value like here by using a DC statement. Means how this statement is translated internally, add arg comma equal to 5, means equal to 5, it's your literal. It handles like this, add arg comma @5 and @5 dc 5. With this statement work like this one. Means in this way it is possible for us to declare a constant in our assembly language program. Next kind of statement is assembler directive statement. And lastly, we learn about there are three kinds of statement: imperative statement, declarative statement, and assembler directive statement. And for assembler directive, in our program of addition of two number, we are using start and end. These are two assembler directive. Now, which is known as a assembler directive statement? The statement which perform a certain action while assembling the program are known as the assembler directive statement. Now here two assembler directive statements are there: start and end. Start and after that constant. What it indicate? That the memory word means we have to store the program first statement to the memory word whose address is given by this constant. We suppose here start 101, then our program first statement is stored in the memory word starting from 101, and after that end and then operand specification. End is indicate that this is the end of a executed assembly language program, where operand specification is a optional part. But if we are giving here the operand specification, means the address which is given there, it indicates that it ends with the program whose address starting from this starting address. Means in this way we specify start and end assembler directive in our program.